how to get anyone to do anything. This video is kind of dangerous, so please use this wisely, and I don't suggest you to use it for evil means. However, as cringe as this may sound, I feel forced to say this. Anyway, so in this situation, we're gonna take an example where we have two partners. Okay, so this is the guy who got very fat, let's say, and this is the lady who didn't. So in this situation, we can see that honestly, the girl is probably gonna leave the guy eventually, but it's not appropriate to say something like, "Oh, if you don't lose weight, I'm gonna leave you." Usually, what ends up happening is that the girl finds a random excuse and then just leaves, and everybody's sad, right? So how can we fix this? We have 3 tools. Number 1, situational status. By the way, these are numbers, the names I use, so you can use whatever name you want. The second is positive reinforcement, and the third one is identity. Okay, start with the first one. Have you ever noticed that a lot of people lose they lose a lot of weight, like those big weight jumps from like 20, like 50 pounds? They usually lose this weight like after like they get heartbroken. And I tell you why. It's because they thought that their value on the market or whatever, right, was, let's say, 6. And then they were dating someone that they also thought was, let's say, 6. However, this person rejects them, and so they get pushed into being a 5 in their head. And now they feel like their status, that their value as a person actually gets affected, and they feel less valuable. So what do? They need to push up. And to push up, usually they go to the outside and then they start getting a 6-pack. And these people lose a lot of weight. However, what you can do is that you can do this artificially without being an asshole, right? So I'll give you an example. Let's say that this girl, like the girl from the example, is in like normal shape. And she doesn't really go to the gym, right? This couple doesn't go to the gym. So if the girl started going to the gym 7 days a week, okay, automatically she's gonna actually create some contrast between their two values. So because she is leveling up, and on the other hand, the guy, let's me like this, the guy is actually leveling down, okay? So what's gonna happen here is that this person will have 2 reactions. So reaction 1 is that they are going to hate. Reaction 2 is that they're gonna copy. However, in the real world, it's never binary, so it's a continuum. So basically, this person, if on this side we have hate, on this side we have admiration, right? So copying. This person is gonna swing between these key points. So in the beginning, they're gonna probably be here, and then maybe here, and then they just move around. So, but there is a point where they actually kind of get here, and they start asking questions like, "Oh, can I go to the gym with you?" Or "Can you help me with this weight loss journey?" or whatever. Okay. So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna simply wait. We're gonna keep doing the thing, like going to the gym, for example, to, in a way, lower the status of the other person, right? So by doing so, automatically, the person is going to get self-conscious and then eventually ask for something. So at this point, right? So what we do is that we say that it's very easy, okay? So don't worry, it's very easy. You can do it. I help you. So by doing this, we destroy friction. Okay, so there is no more friction. So now what happens is that this lady is here. I said this is the guy, and this is the lady. Now they are going to the gym together. Okay, that's the first step. Now, the second step, positive reinforcement. How does this work? So usually when we want people to change, what we do is that we criticize them. It's like, okay, you are so fat. This is wrong. Like, you shouldn't be like this. Instead, you should do what I say. You should be like this. You should have a 6-pack. If you've ever been a child, which you have been, right? You know that this never works. It's inefficient. It doesn't work. What we want to do is that we want to actually take the person that is doing the behavior that we don't want them to do, and then simply reinforce whenever they do something that is not in that direction. So this person goes to the gym. What we do is that we compliment them. You say, wow, you look great, okay? Because now this person inevitably is going to associate this outcome, okay? Gonna link this with going to the gym. Why? Because before they didn't go to the gym and they also didn't get this outcome, okay? Other ways to positive reinforce. It can be the behavior, so you can compliment. So what can we compliment? You can compliment the action itself, okay? It's like, oh, you went to the gym, very nice. You can make a compliment that is a result of their actions. So this is way more powerful in my opinion. You can say, oh, you look unbloated. Or you can say, I can already tell that you lost weight. So at this point, in the first stage of the situation, we get them to do the action in an unpleasant way. The second one is that we turn this negative action into a good action, okay? And in the third stage, what we are gonna do is that we're gonna push the person to actually become the action, okay? So let's say that this guy never went to the gym before. What we can do is that we can send them reels about like funny gym things. Okay? Send him gym stuff. Now this guy, his Instagram is probably going to go that way. So now he's gonna open IG. This is an IG logo. It was like this or something. So now when they open it, they're gonna see some fitness. Okay? And probably they're gonna see less gaming, maybe. Okay? Because obviously when you open Instagram, you're gonna see a certain amount of content. And so if certain amount of content is dedicated to fitness, you can also see gaming content, right? Subconsciously, what is gonna happen, especially with technology, is that this is gonna actually create a loop. Because then this person is gonna send you fitness content, okay? And then you send it back to them, and this keeps going, okay? One thing that you can do is that you can actually make the change physical. So you can say, okay, look, you went from size large to size medium. So what you do is that you buy them a special t-shirt. Let's make a special t-shirt. So you buy them this t-shirt, right? That is, for example, in a color that they didn't wear before. So now this person is the first time they wear this t-shirt, and actually they start becoming a different person. And then what you can do is that this is very, very powerful for identity. Is that you get external people to compliment them about the new outcome. Okay? It is a new outcome, right? With a orange t-shirt, so you get this person to be complimented in that way. So, for example, you look fit. Okay? So now what happens is that this person slowly starts to identify as fit. And then, again, this creates a cycle. And now, if before going 5 days a week to the gym was hard, it's like 100 points of effort. Like now, this is actually maybe like 17. This is going to create a loop anyways, because, for example, if this person body of knowledge in terms of fitness is 10, so for example, if you don't understand how to lose weight, so you don't know how to lose fat, you don't know how to train, your knowledge is level 10, but if you identify as a gym bro, then your knowledge would probably go to 65 at least, and at least you know how to burn fat and how to train, okay? And then let's say in this case, like 100 is like a personal trainer. That's not gonna work because we don't want that anyways. So now you see, the loop is complete. So in the first stage, this person was jealous. Okay. In the second stage, they actually like it, start liking it, the activity, and then in the third stage, they became the activity. That's why, if you think about it, like I want you to think about something like in elementary school, you went to school with like so many different kids, right? If you look at their Facebook, 10, 20 years later, what you're gonna notice is that this person became a gym bro, and this guy became like whatever, a science bro. This other guy became I don't know, like your restaurant worker. Okay, it's like all the people fit in different in those archetypes because someone else consciously or unconsciously pushed them to become this. So actually, if you identify as a gym bro or a science bro or whatever, there's a 99% chance that someone push you into that without you even knowing.